Today I get some rounds with the GOAT. One of the GOATs. You know what I mean? Two GOATs. Iron sharpen iron.
Leaked footage of Terence "Bud" Crawford sparring the legend, Olympic gold medalist, two-division champion, and Hall of Famer Andre S.O.G. Ward.
What is there to talk about? You fighting the best fighter in the world. You better be taking it serious. You know, that goes to show, you know, how serious he's taking me and how much he respects me.
Terence Crawford's leaked sparring and training footage ahead of his showdown with Canelo Alvarez has sent shockwaves through the boxing community. The clips reveal Crawford's razor-sharp movement, lightning-fast combinations, and relentless intensity inside the gym, sparking excitement about his readiness for the biggest challenge of his career.
What's up?
Reports confirm that Terence Crawford has been sparring with former champion Andre Ward to prepare for Canelo Alvarez. This partnership has generated major attention since Ward's technical brilliance and ring IQ make him the perfect sparring partner. Training alongside Ward allows Crawford to sharpen his strategy and timing, and fans see this as proof of how seriously he is taking the fight. It signals that Crawford is leaving no stone unturned in preparing for Canelo's power, experience, and tactical depth.
Leaked footage of Terence "Bud" Crawford sparring the legend, Olympic gold medalist, two-division champion, and Hall of Famer Andre S.O.G. Ward. And people are speculating Andre Ward is helping Terence Crawford prepare for his upcoming showdown in September against Saul Canelo Alvarez, but that's just simply not the truth. The truth of the matter is that this sparring is old. This is not up-to-date sparring for Terence "Bud" Crawford. This is old sparring. But nonetheless, Terence Crawford has people like Andre Ward that can help him prepare for Canelo Alvarez and are willing to do so. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know what y'all think. Who wins this fight?
Simon Jordan's bold remarks have stirred debate in the boxing world, as he claimed Terence Crawford could finally be the man to solve the puzzle of Canelo Alvarez. By calling Crawford the kryptonite to Canelo, Jordan suggests that Crawford's mix of adaptability, ring intelligence, and versatile style could nullify Canelo's strengths. Crawford has built his career on making mid-fight adjustments and breaking opponents down with patience and precision. Against Canelo, who thrives on dictating tempo and punishing mistakes, this adaptability might be the key difference. Jordan's perspective fuels the anticipation, framing Crawford as one of the rare fighters who may truly threaten Canelo's dominance.
I went straight away with Crawford, and so did Spence. I mean, other people that we've spoken to, I think Paul Smith and other people that sit on the show with us, think it will be Canelo Alvarez because of size. We've seen Canelo Alvarez take that journey up to light heavy and find himself coming up against Dimitri Bivol and not being able to do what he does at super middleweight. I just think that Crawford is such a fighter of such stature and competence that he might just be the kryptonite to Saul Alvarez.
Crawford has made it clear that he does not treat any opponent lightly, regardless of their name or reputation. He insists on training with the same intensity for every fight, and this clash with Canelo will be no exception. This mindset highlights his refusal to be swayed by hype or intimidation. By approaching every fight as the most important of his career, Crawford ensures discipline, focus, and sharpness. His preparation against Canelo will feature the same detailed conditioning, strategy, and technical discipline that have made him one of the most complete fighters of his generation.
At the end of the day, you know, when you look at Spence, that was my biggest challenge. When you look at Postal, that was my biggest challenge. When you look at Majmal, that was one of my big challenges because I was moving up in weight and, you know, given the circumstances that, you know, his background, amateur background and things like that, Gamboa was my biggest. They all big challenges in their own right.
Have you put on a lot of weight or muscle? Like, how is it in that department? Because I know a lot of people said, like, hey, you're fighting a big guy, 168, and just fighting guys that are bigger than him. It might be smart to put on a little bit more, like, mass.
It comes natural with working out.
Yeah.
You know, like I said before, the only thing about this camp different than any other camp is I don't gotta cut muscle. I don't gotta, watch what I do in strength condition. I can, go fully all out, and just do what I need to do to get stronger.
To you, how much is the skull fight performance kind of like a thing you're keeping an eye on?
Well, that's not a fight that I really, look into because, Canelo is a great fighter, and one bad performance don't define a fighter. Given the circumstances of his previous fights, and we looking forward to Canelo being the best Canelo that he can be. Skull might not have made him get to that point where he felt any danger or any significance where he had to go to that deeper level in training or take the fight as serious as he's taking this fight. So, I don't know what was up with that fight.
Yeah, some said that, and let me know just your perspective on this. Some have said that you have to fight like Skull in order to win the fight. Like, do you feel that you have to fight that way to beat Canelo, or you're like, nah, like I can beat him in the mid-distance?
Just fight my fight, you know what I mean? A lot of people, they have their opinions. They have, what's going to happen.
Among fans and analysts, one major concern continues to be boxing politics, especially when a superstar like Canelo Alvarez is involved. Many believe that if the fight is judged fairly, Crawford has all the tools to win, though the fear of controversial scoring remains. A clean victory for Crawford would not only shake up the sport, but also set the stage for a blockbuster showdown with David Benavidez. That fight would be a generational event, matching two elite fighters at their peak. A win over Canelo would also redefine pound-for-pound rankings and force promoters to push Crawford versus Benavidez as the next mega fight. This makes Crawford's pursuit of victory even more high stakes, as it could reshape the boxing landscape entirely.
He should know by firsthand what Crawford like. His older son then got his ass whooped by Terence Crawford already. He feared that if Crawford beat the shit out of Canelo, the world gonna scream for Crawford versus Benavidez.
Yeah, right. Crawford don't want that, bro. Don't forget Turkey offered Crawford that fight already. Chill.
And he said he'll take it.
Nah, he asked for a 64-pound catch weight.
Yeah.
Turkey sent the offer for 64 pounds.
Yeah. We know what's up.
We know what's up.
That fat boy don't want it with Crawford. Benavidez don't look like he in shape.
Lord of mercy.
That boy start training camp a week before the fight, and then he get on the scale. He starve himself. Stop playing. That boy don't got an ab. He ain't got a definition of a muscle.
Respected trainer Robert Garcia has voiced confidence in Canelo Alvarez, stressing that Canelo is approaching this fight with full seriousness. Garcia noted that Canelo will not repeat the mistakes of his lackluster performance against John Ryder, where his effort drew heavy criticism. Instead, he expects Canelo to enter the ring motivated, sharp, and strategically prepared. At the same time, Garcia acknowledged Crawford's danger, praising his determination and talent. Still, he ultimately favors Canelo, believing his experience and proven track record will prevail. His analysis captures the split among experts. Some trust Crawford's adaptability, while others remain loyal to Canelo's championship pedigree.
But I go based on Canelo's last two performances where flat-footed, one punch at a time. But I don't see him doing that. I think he's gonna probably fight top of this fight tough. More likely Canelo's gonna win, maybe even hurt Crawford. But do I think Crawford has a chance? 100%.
I don't see Crawford running away. I think Crawford, if he goes out on a shield like Spence.
Exactly, and he's got good skills too to fight a perfect fight and win a decision. But it's gonna be tough.
Does he have enough power to keep Canelo off him? Canelo takes a good punch.
Why not? But Canelo doesn't pressure that hard anymore. He doesn't put that pressure on him. So combinations, movements, boom, 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 defense. But I have, could get knocked out in the last round, even if he's winning every single round. But he gotta fight a perfect fight. Can he do it? I think he can. But I still put my money on Canelo if I have to.
Ryan Garcia also weighed in, praising Terence Crawford's slick defense and ability to slip punches with ease. He acknowledged Crawford's strength, resilience, and toughness, calling him an impressive fighter who can frustrate opponents with movement and timing. However, Ryan ultimately does not see Crawford beating Canelo. His confidence reflects the belief many share, that Canelo's size, durability, and championship experience give him the upper hand. By recognizing Crawford's brilliance yet still predicting a Canelo win, Ryan Garcia echoes those who expect a competitive battle, but believe Canelo's power and physicality will ultimately decide the outcome.
Crawford Canelo, Rod.
Oh.
Keep it a stack. This is the fight of the century. Everybody's talking.
I know.
How do you see it, man?
Man, I really see I see that Bud is gonna do good. He's gonna do good. But I don't think he's gonna win. But I do see Bud like getting a lot of punches off, being able to tag Canelo with some good shots, but they have no effect. That's the thing.
He has the best chin that I've ever seen.
And nothing
in my
moves his head.
Yeah, I've never.
So
I seen one time Triple G hit him and he kind of like, and then he's right back on it.
Bro, that's the thing. Like, I know he's gonna be able to hit Canelo because I've seen Canelo in sparring where he like, not that he's getting hit. Well, he is getting hit, but it's so ineffective that what he's doing is just he imposing himself too well, and I see that happening.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Crawford is a great fighter. I think he's one of the best. I just think that he's biting a little bit more than he could chew. But you never know. If anybody can do it, it could be Crawford. You know, I do see him like when he fights. I'm like, damn, how do you beat this guy? You know, he could do it all. He could box. He could bang. He could, you know, step on the gas when he needs to. He could, you know, he could do everything. The only thing I see is sometimes he gets cracked with some crazy ass shots. But other than that, I mean, he's really one of the most complete fighters I've seen in my life.